If you've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but you're like, how would I even fit it into my life? Because you're like me, you're a mom, you're a wife, you run a business, you're doing more than one thing. You're not living the life of time luxury, let's just say. So in this video, I'm sharing how I fit recording my videos, editing my videos, and having a YouTube channel even when you have a super busy life. When it comes to my YouTube channel is I want to keep things super simple. I don't want to overcomplicate them because if it's too complicated, I'm not going to do it anymore. I've had this channel now for a couple of months and I'm really having fun. I'm enjoying it. It's super rewarding in a totally different way, and so I want to keep going with this YouTube channel, but it has to be easy, it has to be simple. If it's too complicated, I could see myself quitting and giving up and being like, I don't need to do this anymore. So how do I fit having a YouTube channel into my life? Well, number one, figure out how many videos a week, a month you can do realistically. So when I started the channel, I was like, I'm just going to do one video a week. And then quickly realized, I'm like, well, maybe I'll do 2 videos a week because then that has more opportunity for people to find my channel, discover my channel, YouTube to understand what my channel is all about. And then started watching some other creators. Like as they started their own YouTube journey, they're like, if you can, try and do 3 videos a week. Let's see, it's currently November 2024, so in about mid-September 2024, I was like, okay, let's try and do 3 videos a week. And I won't lie, 3 videos a week is kind of a lot when you're doing the recording and editing all yourself. A lot of the time, I will brainstorm ideas for videos when I have a free minute, as a busy business owner, wife, and mom. But I will do it using my phone, using ChatGPT. And I've trained ChatGPT enough now that it kind of knows exactly what I'm looking for, what I want, more or less. And then when it does it, I, train it back and forth and help it with the machine learning and all that. So I will brainstorm ideas on ChatGPT. And sometimes the ideas are good and sometimes the ideas are trash, but it's kind of like a good starting point. All the good ideas I will add to a Notion document that kind of acts as a kind of database for all of my video ideas, because if I had to let myself remember them, I would never remember anything. And then the other thing I do is that I cannot record a video in front of my family, my kids, my husband, because it's too weird. So I have to find alone time to record my videos. Occasionally that's going upstairs in my house into our guest room and recording there. Sometimes it's recording in the car. Sometimes it's recording outdoors like I am now. I just wrapped a photo shoot, so I was like, okay, let me make use of this time by myself to record a video. And actually I find it easier to record in public amongst strangers. I found that easier than trying to record it in front of my own family. And then when it comes to the editing part of it, what I'll do is I'll offload the content, the videos, straight from I shoot on a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which I'll link in the description below. It's been a super game changer. I was recording on my big mirrorless camera. I know I could record on my phone, but I felt like that was just too much work and storage and space issues. And so when I got this DJI Osmo Pocket 3, it completely changed the game, made things so much easier. I don't have to worry about space. I don't have to worry about setting it up, setting up the big tripod, setting up the microphone on that. This comes with a microphone for the creator bundle, and it just made things super easy. And I can plug it directly into my laptop, transfer the files, and keep that part super simple. And then when it comes to actually editing the videos, I keep it, like I said, super duper simple. I use iMovie that came with my Mac, and it's easy enough to use that it's not hard to edit. And I don't do any complicated edits. When I, like some of my very first videos, I thought that I kind of needed to do like jump cuts and, kind of chop things up to keep things interesting. But I've learned over the last couple of months that I don't have to do all of that. It doesn't have to be all complicated, because that was taking much longer in the editing process. Instead, literally what I do is that I will import my video clips. I'll drop them into the timeline on iMovie and I'll watch it straight through. And as I'm watching it is when I will cut any of like the pauses, the ums that bother me, like maybe like that one. I'll chop out the pauses, and really, I mean, that's the biggest, longest part of the edit, and really it takes as long as the video itself. So let's say it's a 15-minute video, and then maybe add another 10 minutes on top of that to rewatch, to just kind of like listen through, look for the parts that I want to cut out. But for the most part, I'm really only cutting out long pauses, just parts I don't want to be in there. Occasionally I will add B-roll, but for the most part I really don't. And then sometimes, depending on the video, I will add in like a Canva slide graphic to just kind of call out like the topic or the point that I'm talking about, and that'll add time to it. So if I want to get a video edited as quickly as possible, all I do is put it in iMovie, cut out the pieces I don't want, and then export. If I want it to be a little fancier, I'll add the B-roll or I'll add the Canva graphics. But beyond that, that's really all I do. So what I do when it comes to the thumbnail is that I will just grab a still shot from iMovie and export that. And I usually grab 3 shots so I can do the little thumbnail test. Although my audience isn't big enough now to really have a huge impact, I still do it anyway. And then when it comes to creating the thumbnail, I just do it in Canva. I take, like I said, a still shot from my video itself. I take that out of iMovie, I put that into Canva, and then I put text over it. That's really it. I don't get too fancy. And so one of the things I've started doing now is try to come up with the title first. The YouTube people, gurus, experts, whatever, say come up with the thumbnail and the title first. Realistically, for me in my life, that's not always the case. Sometimes I just want to riff, like this video. I don't know what I'm going to title it yet, but that's okay, because we're just trying to create the content, get it out, get it into the world, right? So like I said, I keep it super simple. So once I've edited it, I export it, put the thumbnail together in Canva, and then I upload to YouTube, figure out the title, and then add the description, and we're done. In most cases, I am recording when I can. I try to record on days when my kids are in school. So my son is in elementary school, my daughter's in preschool. She's in preschool 4 days a week, so that means I have between Monday and Thursday to record a video. Occasionally I'll have photo shoots, so I try to make use of that time to record, like days like today. And then when it comes to editing, I also try to fit that in on the days when my daughter is in preschool, and I try to batch edit. It doesn't always happen. So what typically happens is I'll try to batch a lot video recordings like this. Like this is the second video I'm recording today. And then I will, usually my threshold for editing is about 1 video a day. And then that's in like a 30, 45 minute, up to 1 hour session, let's say, of editing, and that's from start to finish, between the actual editing of the video, exporting, creating the thumbnail in Canva, and then uploading to YouTube itself, and scheduling or just hitting publish altogether. So I make it work, and for the most part, I've gotten lately 3 videos a week, and if it's not 3, then it's 2. I think this past week for November, it was like 2, and I'm okay with that, because I just want to remain consistent. I want to put content out, and so what I'm not going to do is miss a week. So, if I can only do 1 video for a week, then that's good. I'm counting that as a win. I'm not going to do like an all or nothing mentality where like, oh man, I missed, therefore I should quit. No, we're just going to keep going. We don't have to go balls to the wall. We can go at our own pace. But I do know the value and know the importance of consistency to let YouTube know that we're here, we're on the platform. But it doesn't have to be every day. It doesn't have to be 5 days a week. I think that's too much, honestly. Like, if some of the channels that I watch were to have a video every single day, I know I would just stop or like not put them on my priority. But the creators who have 1 video a week, 2 videos a week, 3 videos a week, I typically do watch. But here's what happens. Here's the interesting part, is that those creators who have created the rhythm and expectation of when their videos drop, when they go missing, when they don't post anything in a while, I mean, honestly, this has been my thought. I'm like, what happened? Where'd they go? Like, are they okay? Not that they owe me anything, but at the same time, their consistency and their rhythm has given me the like, hey, I should be, expect their video on such and so day. So that's what I don't want to happen with my videos. At the very least, I want to do 1 video a week. Ideal situation is 3, and the compromise for in between is 2, until my channel grows to a certain point, and maybe I can like take my foot off the accelerator a little bit more or a little bit less, whatever. So anyway, that is my process. Like I said, I keep it super simple, because if it's complicated, I'm not going to do it. And I don't want to lose this drive and this motivation that I have with my channel, because it's been fun. It's been super fun. I look forward to creating videos. I actually look forward to editing, and I'm kind of having fun with like the art and the science of coming up with a title and seeing if people watch, because again, like, I'm not sharing any of my videos on my social media platforms. I'm trying to just build it completely organically from the YouTube platform itself, because the algorithm is smart enough to find the people that these videos will help. So I hope this was helpful. And if you want to see my YouTube creator journey, I have a whole playlist just on those videos of my experience, tips just from my own experience. And see you next time.